Hey guys, LegalLockPIcker here. Today I've got for you the two brand new picks from Lock Tools. These are both based off of a Tipene design, and on LegalLockTools.co.uk's website, they say that especially this one here at the bottom, it's a derivative of other lock picks that have come before it. So the one in the top and the one at the bottom, they both come in 0.5 millimeters or 0.019 thousandths of an inch. I just got these a couple days ago, and I am just now getting this video online. So if you take a look, we'll do the Tipene Bijou Pro first. As you can see, it's if you didn't know better, you'd think that this would look like just any other lockpick. However, there are different attributes of this that you wouldn't find in other picks. So I'm going to just grab a regular pick here, and I'm going to show you the tips. Okay, so the one at the top is kind of like a short hook a little bit, and the one at the bottom, do you see how it's angled more? So it's probably at a 50-degree angle, and the one at the top is, I don't know, maybe 35 degrees. I'm just guessing, honestly, but you can see that there is more reach, and it's really interesting, the design as a whole. So it's actually really cool. So on the Lock Tools website, they say this the Bijou Pro is much like all profiles for these picks. It does say it's a derivative of that. It inherits attributes from many other picks, and it's a very interesting design, especially if you are looking for something that is more accurate to target pins. So if that's something that you're looking for, this is definitely would definitely help. So I've actually used this a lot recently just because of that pin placement thing. So yeah, it's really neat. So I mean, they make it in all their high grade stainless steel. The handles are hefty. When you've got one of these in your hands, you know it. It's not like you fumble in the dark for a pick. You know that this is which pick you're looking for and how to hold it. And I like that heft when it comes to a pick. I don't like that cheap crap with the bad handles. I just don't like that. But everybody, to each is their own, right? This one right here. Now, I've actually grown to like this pick, seriously, especially this design. So it's actually called Tipene. He's the designer or curator, and it's called the Hogsnout. Now, I personally don't see the Hogsnout at the end, but you know, I'm sure it's fine. This is again 0.5 millimeters or 0.019 thousandths of an inch. And it's a hybrid, obviously. If you're familiar with the Nessie profiles, that Lock Tools is one of their key figure picks here, then you'll see that this really wasn't a far evolution from that. So I'm just going to show you a quick example of this, right, with one of these clear acrylic locks. We'll do this one first. Just to show you. Now let's assume that you are in America and the pins are at the top, and you're trying to pick a lock, right? And you're picking each pin in here individually. Now that's for people who've picked locks and are familiar with that. When you're newer, you tend to go in and kind of hit as many as you can and just hope that you're tensioning correctly and it just lines up right and boop, pulls out. Now if you're in here, do you see when I push up like from the back to the, see that? They all kind of pop up together. So that's really not how it's supposed to do it. You're supposed to hit one at a time. One at a time. That's more of what this is designed for. Right? So I guess if you're a pro, you can definitely hit the single pin each time, which is cool. I am not quite there yet, but at least not professional. Now the Hogsnout here, this is actually this has been a great rake for me, and I was surprised by that. So we're gonna stick this in. I'm just going to try to get it back here and give you a good representation of, you see how it's moving the one in the back and it's not moving the ones in the front when I'm pushing up. I know this is really difficult to see behind a camera, but I hope you get what I'm trying to show you. So when you lift the whole thing up, instead of lifting all up at the same time, and that's not even what this is supposed to do, but I'm trying to show you an accurate representation of what happens inside the pin assembly here, inside the core. A better example is this Brinks lock here. If you see this key here, stuff like this is really difficult. What you notice is you've got your low cuts and your high cuts. So what happens is when you are pushing this in here, right, you've got to hit the ones in the back without disturbing the ones in the middle to get to the ones in the front. But are you starting to see anything familiar here? So, and we're not, I mean, we're assuming that if you are going to rake and then flip over, you still have the control of being able to go in, tap the ones in the back if you haven't hit them already. So I hope that I was able to convey the message that if you use this, there are just many different applications to do that. Now, I wasn't always a fan of this because I prefer either single tips or, you know, things that I can control more, especially inside the core. But the more I use this, the more I'm starting to see that it's possible to have a 2-in-1 pick and it be effective. So I just think that that was super important. And it ended up working out fine. I didn't give it enough time in the beginning, but I'm super glad that I did towards the end. I understand it's difficult to understand the way I was trying to show you, but I hope you get the gist of it. So feel free to contact me with any questions and comments about the video you see here or any of my videos. Likewise, if you have any ideas for future shows, or you have a suggestion for a lock picking tool or something you'd like for me to review, just contact me with the information provided below. And if you like this video and you want to see more, it would be my honor to do that. All you have to do is like and subscribe, hit the little bell so you can see every video when it pops up. And LegalLockPIcker is on Instagram, the IG. So if you go on Instagram, type in LegalLockPIcker, you'll definitely see me on there. I post every single day, new and interesting things, and sometimes just characters with pics. All right, guys, have a great day.